The next issue, early knee bend. Okay, this is by far the most common issue that we see. And that can happen in a variety of ways. They can just bend the knees right away, carry the handle up. It can be subtle, like that. It can, it can manifest in a few different ways. And this is where, again, I think being hands-on with the members is the most effective way to help them with their form. Because there's only really so much we can say that's going to help with rowing being such a technical movement. Like, rowing has so many components to it. If someone really hasn't rowed before, or they haven't rowed for years and years and years, like, conceptualizing what we're trying to say is just really hard to do. For this issue specifically, it's time to hold some knees down with a couple fingers and to help slow members down on their return back up. But a drill that I've discovered recently, it's called the push down drill. And so what you do is you force members that when they finish their rowing stroke, they have to push the handle down and onto their thighs. And what that does is that forces them to go over the knees before they bend. Because if they do their knee thing, oh, whoa, their knees get in the way. And so you can tell members, you can come up to them as they finish their stroke, okay, push the handle down over your legs. And then they'll be like that. And I'll be like, okay, so here's the issue. So we need to make sure arms come out first, use our core to lean forward, and then bend our legs. But for now, let's push down over the thighs, make sure the handle's over the knees, and then get the lean forward. I found that to be the most effective and simple thing for people to do. Like, you can tell people, push the handle down every stroke. Instead of being like, okay, hold it down, arms first, lean your core, bend the legs. Giving them an objective of something to work on, because we're all over the place, right? Like, we got treads, we got wave floor, we got, 11 to 14 other rowers to deal with. If you can come up to them and say, hey, let's do it, press down over your thighs each stroke, that's going to really solve that issue a lot. So don't be afraid to get in someone's face and tell them to do that. And show them what that looks like by holding their handle, pressing it down, letting it go over their legs like that. Because holding the leg engagement really is key to a strong, full stroke. Because if we cut the leg drive early by not holding it and bending the legs, it just makes it so that we can't set up our swing. We're not getting the full effect of the stroke, the full effect of the lean back or the core engagement that rowing is known for, right? Rowing works 84% of your muscles, but it doesn't if you're shortening up your stroke every time. You're not getting that, that rectus abdominis, those obliques firing in, everything working together to hold you steady if you're not holding this position and getting your handle out before the knees bend. So that's the drill that I would encourage you to use.